I have been informed by many sources and also observed online, not least because of my discussions with a variety of Muslim thinkers, supporters, and critics, that I have developed an audience in the Muslim world.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Mika Reacting Reviews, where we react to things on the internet, same day, same shirt, different video. And today we are returning to Dr. Jordan Peterson, and he is going to be doing a video called, I think, Dear Muslims. He made a video very similar to this, saying Dear Christians, Dear Churches. Before that, he put out a video called Do I Believe in God, which I really want to react to. I'm nervous because I disagree with the title of the video because I think it conflates God with religion. But I'm gonna do the video, and I'll also do the Dear Christian, Dear Church one. But this one had more views, so I went with this one. I will have to say right now, if it's super critical of the community, I probably will put it on my other channel. Not because I'm afraid of critiquing any community, it's just because there's a couple of communities on YouTube that are extremely protected, and this is one of them. And so we'll see what he has to say. If it's anything like the Dear Christian, Dear Churches one, it won't be. I watched some of that one, but I didn't watch any of this one. Okay, so that's about it. We're gonna get right into it. Before you do, if you like to my videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell to notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support the channel further, you can donate. My PayPal and Cash App link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. Of course, it helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, and subscribe. Another great way to support this channel is either join my brand new membership program, different levels, different tiers, different perks, or you can visit my brand new merch shop. Links down below and links to all of the training platforms I'm on, my socials. Other ways to support me and other ways to contact me for business is always in the links down below. And if you like, you can super thanks. Other than that, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. All right, here we go.
Hi all. I have been informed by many sources and also observed online, not least because of my discussions with a variety of Muslim thinkers, supporters, and critics, that I have developed an audience in the Muslim world. I would first like to say that I could not be more pleased or honored that such is the case. It has been so heartening to see that my biblical lectures, for example, attracted a large Muslim audience, and that the comments from the Muslim watchers and listeners to my YouTube channel and podcast have been so extraordinarily positive. And all this is lovely to see in the aftermath of the extraordinary Abraham Accords, which have laid out the possibility for peace between all the people of the book in an unprecedented manner. And I have something to say as an extension of all of this. Please forgive my presumption, if you would. It is time for those of you in the Muslim world to stop fighting among yourselves, you Shiites and Sunnis, and also time to stop regarding the Christians, and even more specifically, the Jews, as your enemies. Why? Not least because you have the enemy located in the wrong place. First, the best place to find Satan, let's say, is within. If you think the true enemy is in someone else's heart, then you haven't thought nearly long enough about the darkness within, and you have therefore fallen prey to the most subtle temptation of the ancient demonic spirit. So your best bet on the spiritual warfare front is to make of yourself and your Muslim practice something so admirable that the light shining from your well-constituted psyches and productive, generous, and wise actions is so intense that people convert to your faith from sheer admiration. There's a goal.
All right, stopping it there. Okay, so from the beginning, I get unity out of this. Basically, stop infighting and come together because you have bigger fish to fry. You have bigger problems to deal with instead of just fighting with each other. I think a lot of communities can heed to that advice. Stop infighting. And I like that he said excuse or forgive his presumption, because I would assume that the straight up criticism will be like, well, you're just assuming that all Muslims Muslims or people a part of this community have an issue with these other communities within our community, or have an issue with Jewish people or Christian people or whatever. So I'm glad he put that disclaimer out there, because I'm pretty sure there is a lot of Muslims that would say, like, I actually don't have a problem with that group of people. But I think there are a section of that community that might or may not. But for most part, I hear him saying, come together and do better. All right, let's continue.
Second, far more unites you with the other people of the book, as your own prophet himself, peace be unto him, forthrightly said, than what divides you. You all believe, for example, in a book. You all believe, for example, in God, and believe that you have an ultimate duty to that God. You are all followers of a prophetic tradition. And that is a tradition that unites the wisdom of the past with the vision and voice of those willing to see and speak truly and lovingly in the present. And you are all threatened, in a very real sense, by the system of vengeful Luciferian ideas that currently confronts all that is transcendent, traditional, and valuable on the sexual front, on the familial front, on the conceptual front, on the psychological and sociological front, and, in the final analysis, on the theological front.
So what I'm getting from that is saying that you all are failing at the basic principles that you say you stand by. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't mean everybody and everybody in the community. I'm sure this is this big, huge, swooping generalization where if you follow Islam, if you're a Muslim, then there are a lot of rules and regulations that you're supposed to stand by for the betterment of your community, society, and your own soul. And you're failing at that. And instead of fixing that, like clean your own room, you're focusing on who you think is your enemy. And yeah, I feel like you can criticize any religious group for that. I feel like I was actually, FYI, I was actually born Muslim, but I was in a Nation of Islam Muslim. I kind of feel like sometimes Muslims are a lot more stricter than Christians, because I feel like church people can go at the club, partying the night before, and then go to church and act like holier than thou, where a lot of Muslims really do stick to their traditions, but I'm pretty sure not all. And I personally don't think you have to be the perfect anything in any religion you follow, but if you're going to say you're devout, I guess you have to sort of prove you're devout. And I guess if you don't, if these rules and regulations are put into place because they're supposed to help build a strong, good, moral foundation for, again, family, children, marriage, community, society, then if you start to just throw those rules away, then you shouldn't wonder why that foundation is now crumbling, if you believe that is the strongest foundation, and if you believe these are the rules that helps to build that strong foundation. So yeah, it's not so critical, I mean, he's passionate and he's very direct, but it's not critical, I wouldn't think. I mean, I don't know, if you're Muslim and you're watching this, let me know if you think this is really harsh, or he's super wrong about this, but let me know. But let's continue.
So, how about we all quit squabbling over trinkets and details and face the real problem? And I should also point out that it is not the individual carriers of the woke, politically correct, degenerate, neo-Marxist ideas that should be regarded as the enemy either. First, we must take the idea that the satanic impulse within is the prime enemy with all due seriousness. Second, we must understand that even those quite possessed by the spirit of Cain that attracts and drives confused and lost people to the Luciferian ideologies of the materialist utopians are, in the ideal, fully redeemable and only partially consumed. Even the committed student ideologues who have, for example, attacked me and others like me rather viciously are generally, say, 90%, or perhaps 80%, reasonable and potentially civilized people who could still see the light.
I think the problem is that most people are good people, but everyone is capable of becoming the thing they say they hate the most, and you have to always keep a check on that. And also, when people become tribal, it's like dogs, right? Like, I live in Southeast Asia. There's a lot of stray dogs. And the majority of the time, the dogs are completely and utterly friendly. When they become dangerous is when they start to get into packs. When they detach from sort of where all the people are and they go run into the wilderness and they develop packs, that is when they become dangerous. And I feel like it's the same thing with people. Yeah, most people are reasonable, most people are redeemable, but when they get into these groups and these tribes, it feels like the worst just comes out of them, right? It's like the negativity is like contagious. That toxic mindset becomes contagious, right? And of course, if you're in these tribes, you want to prove that you're the best part of this tribe, and that's what all the purity tests come from. So you're going to top the other person next to you. So if someone in your tribe is being really toxic and you want to, pass the purity test, whatever your tribe, whatever ideology your tribe is under, you're just going to become more toxic than the next person. So it's like contagious. But I agree with him that most people are good and most people are civilized and most people can be reasoned with when you calm them the fuck down and get them out of their emotions. But anyway, let's continue.
Muslims, reach across the sectarian divide. Shiites, find a Sunni pen pal. Communicate with someone on the other side. Sunnis, do the same. And then, maybe, reach out, tentatively, to a Christian, or even, heaven forbid, a Jew. Because perhaps it is time for those who purport to be followers of God to act like it, and to be convincing in those actions, even to those whose premature cynicism and skepticism have driven them into the towers of Babel, constructed by the avatars of the resentful intellect. Is there someone in the Muslim world willing to build an electronic system to bring people from the Sunni and Shiite community together? A place where people of goodwill could reach electronically across the divide, person to person, and to formulate the kinds of personal, trusting friendships upon which a lasting peace truly might be founded? A place where Jews and Christians, willing and eager to open communication with their Muslim brothers, might do just that? There's a task for someone looking for a purpose, and it's an open invitation to do just that. If you build it, they will come. If you build it, get in touch with me. You'll figure out how to do it, and I'll publicize it. Thank you, all my Muslim listeners, watchers, and readers, for your kind attention and patience. I wish you well as you strive to become the light in the world that your faith truly demands. Let's see if we can unite as people of the book and negotiate our way toward the paradise that we might truly and jointly attain.
I'm loving that gavel slam that ends the video and one at the beginning. It's a nice little explanation point. Alright, so I was curious about this video because I used to be Muslim, and I'm also curious about what he was going to say about the community, because I know that he's actually spoken to a lot of Muslims have spoken to him and about him. So I was just curious. I'm not Muslim anymore, I have nothing against the religion or anything like that, so that's not really the reason why I watched it, but I'm curious about anything Dr. Jordan Peterson has to say, because he's Dr. Jordan Peterson. Not that I agree with everything he says, like you said. The video he did, Why Do I Believe in God, I actually disagree with the title of the video anyway. What he said at the end, are there Muslims out there that's willing to reach across the pond or build some sort of online social media platform where people can come together? I'm pretty sure 100% there's a lot of Muslims that are willing to do that, and Christians and Jewish people are willing to do that. It just, do you have the resources and the knowledge and the networking to be able to get that done successfully? On an individual basis, they really don't have a lot of hate for each other. It's really just the fanatics of any of these communities. And also, I guess, a devoutness to your religion, because I guess the problem would be do you bring the Jewish and the Christians and the Catholics and the Muslims together and then they fight over whose God is the God? You know what I mean? Or just respect each other's beliefs as they are without trying to convert or change or argue, but come together for the common good. I think that would be the issue there. I feel like that would be more of an issue even for Christians, because a lot of Christians are dead set on that whole you gotta accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, or else, you know what I mean? So be able to come together, put that aside, and just work together for the greater good. I do think there are people out there that's willing to do that. If I'm having Muslims watch my channel, sorry for my dress. You know, I mean, this is how I dress. I thought about it like halfway through the video because I used to be Muslim, and I know this isn't appropriate. I apologize. Anyway, guys, please let me know what you think in the comment section below. What he said, what I said, let me know in the comment section below. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that button to get notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support this channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal and Cash App link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. Of course, it helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, and subscribe. Another good way to support this channel is either join my brand new membership program, different levels, different tiers, different perks, or you can visit my brand new merch shop. Links down below and links to all of the internet platforms I'm on, my socials, all the ways to support me, and all the ways to contact me for business is always in the links down below. And if you like, you can super thank. I also have a second travel vlog channel. I travel as a lifestyle. I live abroad. If you'd like to know where I am in the world, you can go in the description box below and also in the comment section. Hit the link, go subscribe to my travel vlog channel, and follow me on my travel Instagram. My stories is usually what's most up to date. And you guys have an amazing day. Bye.